Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're having a great day today. In this video, we're going to be talking about AMD stock, but not only that, I want to share with you guys some super good news regarding AMD stock. And when we get into the technicals and we kind of take a look at what it's been doing, there's been a lot of people that say that AMD stock is not any match for Nvidia, that it's not going to really grow the same as other tech companies. And I get it. It's easy to say that when you see them beat their earnings, you see them increase their revenue back here in November, but continue to sell off. That they maybe people bought here and they said, oh, they beat their earnings, great. And then it gets rejected by the EMA. And then people see, oh, it dipped down and it's right at this previous support that we've seen constantly that AMD has hit. It's probably going to go and they buy, and then it gets rejected by the EMA again. And then we see it push up today, and now it's testing that EMA again. It's at $125. This time, it's different, and I'll tell you why. A couple of things that we need to look at. First thing is, and I have to disclose, AMD stock is a stock that I have very big call options on for $12 a share on AMDL, which goes up 2% every time AMD goes up 1%. So that would be right here, $12. We also have a lot of interest in them because of Starlink, in that they are providing the microchips for Starlink's satellites. If you guys know SpaceX, you know what Elon's doing there. He's launching many constellations and AMD is providing the chips to power those satellites. And SpaceX chose AMD simply because AMD has the hardware and the capability to support what will be future updates and future advancements in computing power that will be required by SpaceX in their satellites later. SpaceX believes that AMD will be able to get the job done in the future, because obviously they can't really work on those satellites too easily once they launch them into space. So that's how much belief SpaceX has in AMD. Outside of their CEO getting Time Magazine CEO of the Year and things like that, you could see that they've had this consistent uptrend. It's been really consistent, really since 2017 or 2016. They've continued all the way from very small stock price to continually pushing up. And there's a moment where they pushed below this moving average that was acting as a support. See that green moving average? It was bouncing. They pushed below, and then we're getting rejected and even dropped, especially in 2022 when the whole tech market, I think Tesla was, I don't know, 2022 October, it must have been $100, $120 a share. Everything was down at that moment. We saw everything start to recover, see this uptrend, pushed up to $227 a share before selling off to a 52-week low. And when it was bullish, it was bouncing at this moving average. It was staying above the EMA line, that blue line. And then when it got bearish, like it has before, but right now you can see it dropped below and it's getting rejected. Okay, so that's how it looks. We see it at a support, a rising support that could indicate that if it's bullish, it would bounce right here, this previous resistance that we've seen at $120, $119. And I got into my calls and I bought at $119. Now, it started to continue up. Right now, if we look at this margin for profit, if it does continue up, let's say to where the SMA would be $150 price point, that is about 18%. If we see previous highs, that's actually what could be double the stock's price. Okay, wouldn't be crazy to see. The price targets from Morgan Stanley and others are between $160 to $180, some at $200 a share. The hype that you see is not something that we look at. We look at solid articles. So we just did some technicals. The actual news on AMD: Broadcom and AMD lead chip stocks higher Monday on anticipation of AI driven. So this is Monday, but it's not just, oh, hey guys, AI boom is coming. Everybody knows AI is a big thing. Hey, AMD is going to be a big thing because AMD is providing the infrastructure for AI to do well, and they have data centers and things. Okay, you could say like that, but what we look at the numbers when it gets down to the numbers, okay, this Broadcom or this company, like Broadcom supplies for Apple, AMD supplies for SpaceX and many other big companies, including Tesla. This is all fine and dandy, but the thing is AMD, among other big tech companies, are buying and increasing spending like never before on AI. You can look at the Nvidia earnings call, look at the Apple earnings call, look at the Meta and Google earnings call. Every single one of their earnings calls said that they increased their spending in AI quarter over quarter throughout 2024, and that in 2025 they're anticipating to put as much cash as possible into AI developments. Now, AMD is like the platform. They're like the Nvidia. They do what Nvidia does. They have data centers. They have a smaller market share than Nvidia, but they make AI possible. So outside of quantum computing, which I'm very bullish on, you guys know we have a lot of stocks here that we're trading. Even today, we're trading Ionic that we're up 680 on. The reality is that AMD has been in the game and they're absolutely positioned for explosive growth into 2025. And you see the top picks, you see the targets, you see the hype, but outside of those things, when we really look at how much money is going into AMD from other tech companies, including SpaceX, but really, well, we're not even looking at SpaceX. We're looking at the big tech like Apple, Google, Meta. That AMD is going to play a key role in a lot of the new hardware and tech that's coming out related to AI. So that's why I'm bullish as well on AMD. So the stock news looks good. The financials look good. Now let's take, the news looks good, but let's look at the financials. The financials here on AMD stock are tremendous. Guys, look at this. 2023, they missed earnings a little bit and they barely beat revenue. But look at 2024. Year over year, revenue went up 17%. The net income is up 157%, and they're positive. Diluted EPS, 161%. Net profit margins are up over 100%. Their operating income and their cost of revenue, right here, seeing just 11% here, it's not something I'm too concerned about. But guys, the year over year growth is quite promising. So that's something I also am considering. So financials look good, technical analysis and fundamental analysis looks good. And then being in the AI market that we're in is something that we absolutely could say is a good play for AMD. Now, I'm doing something special for AMD stock as well, guys. Some of you guys know that AMD has price targets of 180, even up to $200. Previous high was $230. And I believe it's bouncing right here at the support. And you guys see me covering it for the past couple of weeks. If you have seen me cover these quantum AI stocks or GPU stocks or anything, make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date. We've been in it. This is something I want to say to you guys, is that if you go check out that second link down below for StockMate, where you can watch me trade live each day, get access to 70 plus lessons on fundamentals, technical analysis, and cryptos and options, and also get to surround yourself with other traders and investors. If you go enroll for a holiday discount right now, or even into the 2025, I will refund you 100% and you get StockMate for free if AMD hits $160 a share. That is the conviction that I have with AMD. And StockMate is, I'm an investor in it. I plan to grow with AMD. And so that's why I'm able to do this. And if I don't, hey, you get into StockMate. If it doesn't hit 160, you get to enjoy daily live sessions, the best tech and AI companies, and you get to invest with other like-minded individuals, all for free if it hits 160 bucks. If it doesn't, hey, you get to enjoy all that amazing value here in StockMate. So what a deal that is. I don't know that there's any deals like that out there right now, guys. And I look forward to providing you guys as much value as I can here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe if I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. And what do you guys think about AMD stock? Leave it down below. See you guys in the next video. Take care.